Hi, and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Tania, and today we're going to be practicing a 30-minute loving kindness meditation. This is a meditation that cultivates the good heart that has the qualities of compassion, love, kindness, and even forgiveness, not just towards ourselves, but also towards others. And you might be asking yourself, how can I possibly do this? I see so much things that are wrong in my world, and it's very hard for me to feel compassion, kindness towards beings that I don't see them doing that. And I would say that this is exactly why you will want to practice this meditation, because our mind always has this negative bias. It's so easy to lean to these negative experiences or thoughts or feelings that are showing up in our world. But the problem is that every time we put our mind in that, we're planting a seed that's leading to a future result that's similar. Cause and effect never fail. Like follows like. And so it goes to follow that if we start to place in our mind instead thoughts of compassion, love, kindness, then that is going to follow and ripen in our world. And we do that because the more our mind meditates on it, we can't help but to speak to others in kinder ways, to think of ourselves and others in kinder ways, and even to act with these qualities in mind. And because of that, over time, we will also see it reflected back at us from our friends, our families, and even strangers alike. So think what a beautiful world this would be if each and every one of us took the responsibility to create more of this through our own actions, our words, and our thoughts. If we all meditated every day on how can I be more compassionate, more kind, more loving, and just placing your mind on this over and over again, you will see that your experiences will change. And because of that, other people will be inspired to follow suit. And what a beautiful thing that would be, would it not? So I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable seat so that we can get started. You can do this sitting down on a chair or on a cushion, or even laying down if you need to. The most important thing is to make our posture so comfortable we can really dive into the meditation. So go ahead, straighten your spine, and when you're ready, you can start to lower your eyelids, either full or leave a little sliver of light filtering through, whatever feels more comfortable. Then let your hands rest on your lap. Facing up is more awakening. Facing down, it's in case you need more grounding today. Or you can place your left hand close to your lower belly and then the right hand resting on top with your elbows tucked in. Then just start to take a nice deep breath in, following it all the way to the top. And let your exhale be smooth and long. As you continue to follow the breath, just put aside all the worries, the thoughts, the plans, the to-do lists. Now that you made the space and the time to practice meditation, really carve this space out. Know that after the meditation, you can address any of these lists. So in order to feel the body and mind settle down, let's start by first becoming aware of all the outer sounds in our environment. Let yourself breathe through them. And as you become more and more attuned to them, allow them to start taking a back seat, knowing they're still there, and that's okay. Then notice the temperature in your space. Notice the weight of the fabric upon your skin, and even the texture of it. And gradually we're going to start allowing our mind to ride the wave of the breath. This is an opportunity to catch when our mind starts to wander away and gently pat ourselves in the back, feel good about it, and bring ourselves back. So we'll do 10 cycles. So let your next exhale be long and smooth, and follow it by an equal inhale in. And that will count as the first round. And keep counting in your mind till you reach 10. You catch your mind wandering away again, don't worry about it. Just let yourself take an even deeper breath in and out and start over. If you reach 10 rounds, then just gently drop the count and keep going for a few more breaths. Now, very gradually and slowly, we're going to start moving through a body scan. This is an opportunity to get our body to feel really relaxed. The more relaxed it is, the more we'll be able to dive into the meditation. So in your next breath in, draw your attention to the crown of your head. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, start to allow a wave of relaxation to flood down the sides of your temples. Let the relaxation flood down the front of your forehead, smoothing out wrinkles and grooves between the eyebrows. Allow it to relax your cheekbone muscles, to release the grip on the jaw. Let the tongue rest on its upper palate behind the teeth. And even allow the eyes to find their way deep in their sockets, a rest from all their daily activities. And draw your attention to the back of your head. Let that relaxation start to trickle down the back of your skull to the back of your neck. Notice the upper shoulders. And let your next exhale release stress, tension. Let it roll off and away from you. Let your next exhale release your arms, your hands, and your fingers. All loose, all relaxed. Breathe down your upper back muscles, middle back, and lower back. Let your spine feel even taller. Let us support the front of your body. Breathe into the front of your chest and your belly region. Notice the weight of your hips and let your sit bones root you down. Let that relaxation flood down to your upper legs. Breathe into the front and back of your knees. Notice your lower legs, front and back. And then breathe down to your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Take this one last moment to make any final adjustments you need to your posture, any micro movements before parking the body fully. Now slowly draw the attention to the tip of the nose and spend a few more moments here noticing the cool air entering through the nostrils on the inhale and the warm air exiting on the exhale. Now I invite you to start to bring to mind the first time you felt love for a pet, a loved one, a friend. Anyone that comes to mind is perfect. And as you start to recall this memory, try to remember the details, time of day, temperature, maybe what you were wearing, anything that brings it back to life in 3D. See if you can even get a sense of what that movement of love felt like in your body. And give yourself full permission to relive it. Then very gently and slowly see if you can just drop the memory and hold on to that feeling. See that feeling start to make its way to the center of your heart. And as soon as it touches the center of your heart, let it light, a white, blue, crystalline light. This is the light of the love you experienced. Let it start to grow like a little orb and touch the edges of your heart, softening and melting away old pains or blockages or obstacles. See it start to radiate out of your heart and make its way to every part of your entire being, coating you with this movement of love, of feeling cared for. Let it warm up your entire being until you see yourself filled with light. Then start to call an inspiring being to your mind, someone who lights up a spark in your eye the moment you think of them. They put a smile in your face. Invite them to come and sit in front of you. And as you gaze into their eyes, your heart can't help but to reach out to them. So you see the light go straight from your heart to their heart. And as soon as it touches them, it also removes all their obstacles, all their problems, so that they can reach their highest potential. You see them filling up with light, and they almost feel lighter and brighter. And wherever they are, they even think of you. Then start to call other loved ones, people that are meaningful in your life. And one by one, let the light in your heart go straight to their heart. Let it recharge them. And again, remove obstacles, problems, worries, as if you could give them everything they need so they can reach their highest aspirations. Giving them love, support, care. Watch them glow and expand just like you. Then invite them to sit next to your first loved one, creating a semicircle like a crescent moon. And as you let yourself feel more softer and relaxed into this movement of you reaching out and caring for them, start to think of neutral people or strangers, maybe neighbors you see on a daily walk, or coworkers who's you know them by name but not very well, or anyone else that comes into your mind. And again, letting that light from your heart reach out to their heart. Maybe see it turn into them receiving the call they need, them receiving the support they're seeking. And then think of other people whose faces you don't know, but who have somehow contributed to your own happiness. People who have made the clothing you love to wear, people who have made the food you eat daily, even people who have made the home that you live in. These are all beings that also want to feel support and cared for. So let your light reach out to them in gratitude and see it turn into that support or wish of them receiving everything they need to reach their highest potential. Then invite them to sit behind your loved ones, creating a bigger semicircle. Because of this, your heart, the light inside your heart grows even wider, even more expansive. So I invite you now to think of someone you have had a challenge or a difficulty with. See if you can see them with your eyes of compassion. And reach out to them too. Because of this benevolent act, your light inside the heart grows even more wider, as bright as the sun. See it reach out like rays, moving in all directions, as far north, south, east, and west, reaching even more beings, seen and unseen. See it even reaching animals and all kinds of beings. See if you could wrap the entire earth. Maybe you see everyone just taking a deep breath in and exhaling out in relief, feeling supported, feeling cared for, feeling at ease and at peace. See if you can stay here for a few more moments. Just let yourself fully have this experience of being capable of widening our circle of compassion, love, and kindness to all beings. A being that wishes everyone to have happiness. And then very gradually and slowly, I invite you to start to return that light from as far as it went to your own space and back inside your own heart. See it remaining there like a light. This light is a symbol of your unconditional love. It is always there with you. You can always access it. You carry it with you wherever you go. Rejoice in your capacity to have this experience. Let yourself sit with that for another moment. Now, very gradually and slowly, just the same way we started, start to deepen your breath again. And let each inhale start to welcome back the sounds. Notice the temperature once again. Notice the sensation of the clothing you're wearing. and even the amount of space you take upon the room you're in. And then start to gently move your toes and your fingers. And then maybe rock a little bit forward and back as you start to move your arms. Maybe re-straighten your spine. Maybe try to do some neck rolls. And then very slowly start to flutter the eyes open. And just take a few moments to become aware of the room around you. Sometimes it looks a little bit more brighter. And then just do any stretch you like to reawaken. Sometimes doing a nice spinal twist feels really good after sitting still for such a long time. So now I'm going to invite you to follow this meditation through with an activity, because when we hold our mind, our attention, and such a strong intention during a meditation, it's even more powerful when we can do a similar activity. So for example, if you live with someone, you do something kind and special towards them, or maybe you call someone you haven't heard from in a long time and you let them know that how meaningful and grateful you are for them, for the place they have in your life, or anything else that comes up that feels inspiring, that it's infused with the qualities we want to build upon that we just practice in this meditation. And I really want to invite you to continue to practice it. For myself, I have seen the most transformation when I practiced it daily for 3 months. So maybe you'll challenge yourself to do the same, whether it's with a shorter 15-minute meditation or with a longer seat, whichever one is more comfortable for you. The most important thing, it's our intention and the feeling behind our intention that counts. That's what makes seeds much more powerful and for them to ripen in our world. So I want to thank you and congratulate you for deciding to sit down and take care of your mind today. And I hope that you continue to practice with me or any of the other Yoga Studies Institute teachers. Take care and see you next time, Yoga Studies Institute teachers. And see you next time.